Am I live? I think I'm live. I also think the game's not showing up. Thanks, game. Hello. This is gonna be, hopefully, super, super chill. I'm in very chill mood, so I'm going to play a very chill game. If it shows up. Okay, that one. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember the problem. It gets angry if I don't have it on my main monitor. So there's that. Alright. But yes, that looks good. I know the game's quiet. It gets angry if I click out. I played it on Switch last time. We're kinda doing the what's it called? Are we doing okay? Hey Lynn, how's it going? I'm just kind of A, I'm on Linux, so I'm seeing how this actually works. And B, yeah, we're here-ish, kinda. I finished homework early and I'm like, I want to do a thing. But if I'm gonna do a thing, I might as well stream it. So here we are. Okay, there's that. Alright, we got YouTube up. But how is it going, sir? I'm trying to organize like 10,000 windows, so... Yeah. Reported for duty stream on us, big interesting though. Honestly, I've switched full time to Linux. There's a few things I struggle with. But I fully moved to Linux because Windows, I won't say they pissed me off for the last time, but it's pissed me off. Alrighty. Actually, this game is not even playing full screen. So I could do a thing. Windows pisses you off too. Yeah, Windows 11 pisses a lot of people off right now. They're getting good at it. Average stream bitrate is a bit too high. Well, honestly, you don't need to be playing. You don't need to be playing. Well, I don't really care about my view count. Thank you, though. I appreciate you trying to help Twitch. So I just basically got OBS running because I wasn't sure exactly how this would work on Linux. And after fiddling, I cannot have a browser source because it, for some reason, there's a glitch right now that takes my CPU to a slight amount of 100% maxed. So there's that. Yep, just adding one thing in. I have a 7800 X3D, by the way. So that's not the problem. I saw it on the known bug fixes as I was trying to get some of the plugins up, and it was like, okay, I'll keep an eye out for that. Sure enough, the second I put it in, it's like, noted, noted. I won't do that then. There is no overlay. Our overlay is I got the model up, which it's all running Linux. But yeah, I kind of go back for I'm posting on here real quick. I Oh, are you on Linux too now, Lynn? Oh, you just dropped all your overlays. I just was like, yeah, whatever. Shh. Did you do it for CPU or just... Da da da. They used to. VTuber times have changed. Oh man, last time I tried to stream, I ran into the very unfortunate thing of what's it called? I got an ultra wide, which is great until you want to stream something and it's your main monitor, and boy, does it not look good full screen. Not even a little. Da, da, da. All right, YouTube. Yep, I hate you too. I think this works. No, that's YouTube Studio, so that won't work. Share. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I was not at all prepared for class. I apologize. Hidden link card, Twitch. Okay, I streamed that. I was... Oh, now I just have a cat in front of chat. Yeah, that checks out. Class, you mean stream. Yeah, I just moved it around him instead. He is very not amused. Alrighty. Yeah. I was making a joke with the I wasn't prepared for class because I'm over here like sending 10,000 things and I am... There we go. That's fixed. I have cat in the way here. But yeah, I know that exact feeling that you were mentioning, Lynn. With the ultra wide, yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Yes, I see you staring at me, Hari. So they're locked in captivity with me because we currently have people trying to fix our doors. We'll replace our doors. They don't like being locked in captivity, but that's okay. I don't like them locked in captivity with me. We all kind of lose. My games are still in ultra scores. Yeah, but it's like it looks weird on the... If other people don't have an ultra wide, it looks really, really weird, I found, when I tried streaming 14 that one time. Then I found out that you shouldn't try streaming 14 with unmentionable, not actually that sus, but we don't dare talk about things on high graphics on an ultra wide on a 3060. That that wasn't smiled on, actually, I found out. I got a 4070 Super to replace it, but it caught on fire. I am not joking. Um, I sent it to Gigabyte, and Gigabyte told me it was functioning as intended. So that's where we're at. I have not played this on PC, so I need to actually see what it has for things. That looks right. That looks right. Yeah, all this looks fine. Stream looks good enough. Why does everything... So my father-in-law was here the other day. Let me see if I can make my model a bit for my husband's birthday, right? Yay! Um, when they redid his Office fan, we found out that his Office fan had actually been shorting out, and it was a fire hazard, and some of the wires had already burned. Game audio's a bit loud. Thank you. This is a really hard game to test because anytime I click out, it starts muting the game and pausing it. Alright, that should be better. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why they don't let you switch language. But yeah, so we have no chat or anything up. It's just pretty chill. But also, yeah, so the fan was going to catch on fire, and we're getting our 3 doors replaced, and yesterday's was a nightmare apparently from... It took very hardworking and experienced craftsmen over 6 hours to switch out our front door. It's kind of weird because it's not taking up my full monitor, but it works. I also have 4 monitors right now, Lynn. Like, I didn't want 4, but I couldn't get it to work, and then we had a spare. Yep, I have one of them plugged into directly to the 78X3D. That's part of how I found out that the NVIDIA 4070S was burning, because that monitor was fine. All of mine are wall mounted. I should send a picture of my fascinating setup lately. Until you need to move something. I tried to redo my desk and the wires behind it are still terrible. I gave up. I'm too busy. No, boys, you're held in purgatory. Just a random corpse on a carousel. Nothing wrong there. Honestly, I hope I go. No, you don't. Not the more you learn. It's terrible. There's a new Xenoblade at the end of next month, and I've got some stuff I need to do in the meantime, but I was like, this is a shortish game. Probably won't play the whole thing on stream, but I have time today, so. Alright, are the controls what I think they would be? Because I played this on Switch. It also kind of wanted to die in a fire on Switch, so. Does it run for you? It was eating when I had the 4070 in for I think 2 or 3 weeks. And it was eating that 4070. Hi, Beba. It only has one of hers. Oh, her birthday's one day before mine. I never noticed that before. One's pretty good. 3082. Honestly, the 3000s seem to be more stable than the 4000s I've noticed. And we're not even going to go into what's going on with the 5000s right now because it stopped being a tech show and it started being a comedy show. I don't know what's left to go wrong. I really don't. Oh, I should have my stats up. Like, I've been watching it lately, and well, it's sure something. And given that NVIDIA is honestly jerks on Linux, I'm kind of okay with getting my next graphics card as a AMD at this point, and that just feels. I mean, it's like it was way back when with switching from Intel to NVIDIA or to AMD. And I'm just like, yeah, I honestly, if you wanna, yeah, like, I know there's some stuff that still works better on NVIDIA, but I'm so pissed at them at this point. And I hope DeepSeek makes them burn.
Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From a case 6 years ago.
A case 6 years ago?
I mean, it's the exact same thing as Intel. It's literally basically the exact same thing as Intel. Where it's like, wow, you got arrogant. Okay. Okay. The only reason that AMD is like better for gaming, right? Or not AMD. The only reason NVIDIA is better than gaming right now is because NVIDIA gets dev support. If that dev support for the games actually swapped over to AMD, okay.
It's unusual for this time of year. It'll be hard to find any usable prints.
There's some stuff in, like, if you're actually needing the CUDA, like for Glaze and Nightshade, because of course I use Glaze and Nightshade, at least when I was back on Windows. Those kind of need NVIDIA, but I have 2 PCI slots.
You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had to tell you. You deserve to know.
Thanks, boss. I love seeing dead bodies.
Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later.
My husband's 4070 Super that came with the pre-made. Why are you eating my hair, cat? His is fine. Cat's in front of the camera. But his old 3070, I'm tempted to pull out of his tower because it's just sitting, and I'm like, a 3070 is still an increase from a 3060. I'm just saying. He's already promised it to his best friend, who's had a really, really rough year. But I also mentioned, you know, Um, our insurance policy would probably appreciate me using the
Her name's
3070. I'm just
Madame
saying.
Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
The other thing is he's my husband's Factorio friend, and my husband wants a Factorio server that has a bit more power to it. Yeah.
Not too good, unfortunately.
I have
Not
no clue
finding
what
much.
trophies this game has.
Wow, I never thought a great detective like you would ask me my name.
This
It's
poor
Kagami,
man.
Sir. It's Kagami, sir.
We're just gonna harass this man.
Kagami. Are you serious? It's Kagami!
Yeah? Yes, you do. See, I told him he did.
Hey, what'd you say your name was? Hey. Hello? Hey. I know you can hear me, Kagami.
So you
I like how Boss just turns over. She's just like, the problem is this is in character still. Yeah.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
Are you just gonna sit in front of the mic forever? Well. Yeah, okay. Thank you
Not yet,
for
sir.
being polite enough to move and just get caught in the cord instead. Get an orange cat, they said. Get an orange cat. Say, when we were filling out the prescription for his meds, and it asked what was wrong with him, I originally put on his application form for his illnesses, chronic orangeness. Thanks, Date. I would hate to think I didn't know what a fence was. Cheap polygon technology. Yeah, that about's. I mean, they're just setting the scenery, Date. Yep, he's back in front of the camera. Krishna has to get his own chair now. It's called his co-pilot chair. Because then he leaves me alone, but I'm babysitting both boys right now. Because that's Shoko.
A horse from the merry-go-round. It looks like it's skewered.
This is not a message from the criminal. The park was already in this state before the crime. My best hypothesis is that this is the result.
I was gonna
of
say
a
teenagers?
teenage prank.
Yep. Alright, Shoko.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer? We haven't taken any footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
That's Iba.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
I like how they make it seem like it's so rare, or like you'll have to figure this out by yourself. You don't. The game just tells you zoom. Ah, yes, lovely. Well, now that I don't have a browser source, dropping 0 frames, so considering I'm dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube, I'll take it.
I am detecting signs of increased stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset.
You'll be more upset when you know who that actually is. Yeah, I mean, it probably helps I'm playing the game at 1080 and it's not a very demanding game. I don't even have it at highest settings, to be honest. But man, looking at it, I want to buy more RAM. It's like, it works. It's something. If I wanted to stream, I could at least, which was part of what I wanted to see, because setting things up. Yep. 22.2 of it's used right now. Oh. What'd you do on chat? Say, my husband tries to tell me that I should not need more. But I think he just doesn't want me to buy more RAM.
Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death, blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago.
Yay!
That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
Honestly, the thing I was surprised that didn't fight me more was actually VTube Studio. I can't do Sprout 2.
The victim was probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick.
VTube Studio, or wait, no, Sprout 2 didn't work, because there's no Linux plugin, but otherwise, basically it's fine. Proton's great. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm running into, and I don't close tabs out, so I have probably about 30 tabs open in Firefox right now. Do I still have that Chromium open? Okay, no, at least I closed out Chromium. But because I'm running Proton on VTube Studio is taking up like 2 gigs alone right now before anything else.
The victim's arms are tied behind her back with rope. The same rope wraps around her body and the pole directly behind her.
Now, why would they do that?
I don't know. No, because... And the funny thing about this
I know.
is they did not need to be anywhere near that violent for what they wanted to do. It was just
There has been
for the
quite some time
lulz.
since we last saw her. The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Her left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
Yep.
Correct.
Spicy, right?
What was that?
I don't ever
Analyzing
like the
source of
unsus
sound.
games.
Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated
Yikes.
from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
You said you played this, right?
Yeah, I definitely
No,
did.
never.
I
Oh,
couldn't tell
okay.
where it came from, though.
Because, yeah, this one gets kind of wild the further it goes on. This is the game that pulls off more than you think it actually could have.
A sound? I didn't hear anything.
You heard it too, sir? I wonder what it was.
Hello, Inspector. We're here to harass you. You gonna give me anything else, or just the column? I think it's just the column.
Date, use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
There's a person!
Oh no.
It appears as though someone is inside.
Sorry, you're not leaving.
Hey, wait!
Shut up!
Not your footprints!
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
Why does chat keep scrolling up? Stop that.
You won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in there, stay back. Izuki.
Random 12-year-old growing pains. Hey. Oh, wow. The stream manager thingy on iOS is fancy.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm me,
Correct. You are Date.
and you are?
Here it starts.
Where do I even start with this?
I can answer all of your queries.
All right then. Who are you?
I'm me, of course.
I know that voice. Iba?
Indeed.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind. Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
What are you doing in my dream?
you called me. My consciousness and your own are linked.
Dun
This is
dun
why I
dun.
appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up. I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
Also trying to keep an eye on the cats because, like, they have no litter box right now. Not your usual self. Yes.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
Krishna just went
No.
back to bed.
Not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Yeah, like,
Somnium
it's one
scan.
thing if they're just mad they're locked in my office because they don't want to be locked in an office. It's another if, you know, they literally gotta go. At least we have nothing but hardwood.
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your Somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten?
Yep.
Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness. This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore,
Okay, he just
we
decided
must-
he's gonna steal my footstool.
Remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Well, I suppose that is true, but
Alright, let's do this.
Whee! This means so much on a second playthrough. Also, can the camera not go back any, or is this just me? Menu. Options. Nope. That where we're at. Okay. And we can fully screw around because there's no timer.
it appears all I have to do is open this door. I can't touch it. That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen.
Yes, ma'am.
Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
I'm pretty sure the VAs for this game got to have a blast with some of the lines.
Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
Yeah, it's not here yet. Okay. No.
A winter iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name.
It's remarkably solid. I can hardly believe it's a plant.
It's symbolic of my lifestyle. Put your roots down and stand your ground.
Or perhaps it just means you are an inconvenient annoyance.
You were able to touch it,
Correct.
so I just need to keep this up?
Something like that. A winter iris.
Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming. Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure, whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Oh no.
Harder, you gotta smell it harder.
What? Okay.
Amazing suction! Bravo! Marvelous!
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
Yep. And that's a mandatory action, actually, which means that that's not a side thing. They wanted you to see that to just go ahead and establish the vibe of this. So we have massive, serious serial killing and funny dream antics, question mark.
A switch. The thorns are gone. Now I can activate the switch. Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
I would rather be sleeping.
Yay! Thanks. Oh, I'm getting glared at.
A glass of wine.
Oh, let me move the mouse off at least. There we go.
A luxurious red wine, popular on the market today. However, this appears to be a much brighter red than a typical bottle.
It's probably
Maybe
blood.
It's a full-bodied red from Burgoyne.
I wonder if that trivia will ever prove useful.
Better to be prepared.
A glass of wine.
I like how it's the same color as her hand.
The nose
At least
is
on my
fresh,
monitor.
yet rich.
No, it should be.
I detect smooth tannins and stone fruits.
Where did you learn that from?
Why would you have something like this in your dream?
Even a guy like me enjoys good drinks and better company.
But these social engagements never seem to turn out well for you.
Thanks,
Stop.
Iba.
Don't remind me.
So, I didn't realize how bad my color reproduction was on my monitors until, like, my main monitor, because I turned blue light off, for eyes. And, I started making graphics and stuff, for my book series. And things started coming out completely different colors. Then it was like, oh, that blue light filter actually does mess with the color reproduction. I'm just used to it. So the ultra wide is now set without it, and my main monitor still has it. And I still forget to move things up to the ultra wide to double check it sometimes. Yeah, that was a fun thing. Now I just write down the hex keys or hex codes so that I can just type them in and not have to move them. But there's still a lot more books to
A
go,
glass
so.
of wine.
Hi, Hori. What you doing?
Leave it to me.
What you doing, old man?
I feel kind of good.
Why isn't AI getting drunk?
Why do I have to listen to Date diss me all the time?
Boy, they called Chat GPT ahead of time.
Oh, she's annoying when she's drunk. Someone else can come take her.
That's right, Cat. Just walk all over this monitor. I didn't need to see it.
A floor lamp shaped like a rose.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
What are you, a thug?
I mean, we could be. Just saying. Could be.
A skeleton? It appears to be bleeding from the left eye. To the skeleton?
You just want someone to talk to, huh?
True. Hello, my name is Iba. What is your name? How are you? I am currently 92% charged and feeling well. Hey, don't ignore me. Stupid bony man. Your mother is a stupid bony girl. Bony, bony, bony.
What an insult.
Are you finished?
My disappointment is immeasurable. A skeleton. Know this, skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you.
Yep.
Hi.
But not as much as Skeleton. His day is ruined.
What?
Iba, look! The wall!
Oops. I actually don't remember necessarily the prog points. No more Skelly. Or room, for that matter. There's no more. Well, there's kind of room, but not much room.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Nope, nope, nope. I know where this one is. Maybe I should actually try to get all these.
What?
That's funny. How I'm recording it, it actually showed the Steam overlay. That's good to know. I have no clue how it works. Okay.
A gun came out of the skull? Why is there a gun in this house?
Oops.
This house has a skeleton in it. Anything can happen.
I hear it's common in the Kyushu area. In fact, it is said that they place hand grenades in the egg cartons in their refrigerators.
Who did you hear that from?
Speaking of spending too much time on Google, I know the search
It won't
algorithm's
go off?
gone downhill.
That should be fine.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Don't get excited.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
a door locked with a padlock. Leave it to me. There are two kinds of people in the world. Those who open doors.
Just pull the trigger.
You got lucky.
The flower's
Door
pretty
locked
good.
with a padlock. Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
I suppose. I see. The gun was the key.
Well, well, well. It seems I was key in helping us escape.
You locked us
Okay,
here.
That's it. This dream is over.
I suppose this dream is over then. Guess I'll wake up now.
Good. I'll open it.
Oh, okay, we're just gonna lay on the cord again. Just, you know, your normal dream. It happens. I think those are all puns in Japanese for the day names. Oh boy.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
Here we go. Her room is loaded with interactables.
Like it? It reminds me of you, Date.
One of the fun things with
Reminds
this
me of
game.
you, boss.
Oh boy.
You have many faces, one inside the other. No matter how deep you go, you'll never get to the real you.
Matryoshkas eventually end, though. You get to the last one, the smallest one, like a child. That's the real me.
The game actually.
Stop ogling me.
I am not ogling you.
HR complaint. It expects you to click on all of this stuff and actually has a lot of foreshadowing built in, which is part of the ingenious of the writing of this game, I feel. Oh, 3:30, okay. We're not even gonna make it to the first Somnium.
Overall length of 15.35 inches, width of 8.8, height of 5.35, and a body weight of just a hair over 830 grams. This RC car has friction dampers on the front and rear axles as well.
Ooh.
How do you know all this stuff?
I used to be a flag girl for RC car racing in my glory days. That's a Persian rug, you know. Very expensive.
Also, they're
yeah?
typically very ugly.
How much?
10 billion yen.
What are you, in elementary school?
Well, the boys are getting an escorted potty break with my husband. So the reason they have to have an escort is because since we're getting doors replaced, it means literally the doors are wide open. Particularly right now, it's the kitchen door getting replaced. And yesterday we had a cat gate up, or a baby gate, I should say. And Hari went outside, came back in, and made sure to throw up the grass he had eaten on the hardwood instead of outside. But the only way he got grass is if he did sneak outside and we hadn't noticed, so.
Have you met my
Very
partner?
orange.
This is my childhood friend, Mario. He's a good listener. I tell him all my stories when I get lonely.
Hey, Mario. Nice to meet you. He talks?
Don't judge a friend. Yeah. So, that was yesterday. And they were working on the garage one for a while, but now they've moved to the last door, which is
Looking at
exciting.
that reminds me of my old boyfriend from high school.
Oh, welcome back, Krish Krish. I guess you didn't have to go to the bathroom.
You think it's true that a tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Alright. It's not like Danganronpa where you can like hold a button. So you're like playing a like guessing game here. Oh wow, it actually called Danganronpa as a name. That's
You
interesting.
ever wonder why we call
Well,
all our pumpkins
First
Jack?
time.
What if that pumpkin's name was Bill? Sorry, it was funnier in my head.
That's a mood.
Why do you have this?
So, if we're trapped down here when World War III starts, we'll have something to do.
What is she doing here?
I can't live without coffee. I love it smooth and dark.
Just like my jazz.
The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. Like you and me.
What do you mean?
Oh, Date.
My husband lost the orange. He's like, he came back in here? No. I just took the Boyd.
Yep. They're all my husbands.
Uh-huh.
So we have air tags on them after the flood where the ceiling broke in and Hari got out. So I'm not too concerned because the air tags are amazing. But it's still like, yeah. Found him. Okay, sorry about that. We have 2 of the 3 doors done now. Also, somebody hit a button. Which cat was it? Wow, does the garage door look so much better. Sorry. He's like, please don't talk to me.
I use that thing for stress relief sometimes.
Oh, that's a
No,
mood.
I can hear it all the way down the hall.
Painting a symbol. Oh man. Yeah, I would do that some days. But yes, we only have 1 door left. Yeah, I should be using that too.
Are you familiar with the murder case at the resort called Spur?
See, unfortunately, we are only getting 3 to replace. Also, doors are very expensive. Like, front doors, well, outside facing doors, I should say. Wow, are they expensive. Yeah, no pun. Yeah, I can say it at the end. We can say that there's 3 doors down. And we're done with our doors and our windows then. Yay! We also got a robotic lawnmower that we need to finish setting up.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
The guy had a huge face. That's been here a while.
I mean, Christmas comes every year, right? It's a pain taking that thing down and putting it up again.
I feel that. So, we're not sure how it's gonna work. Like, I mean, beyond reviews seem to be pretty promising. We have kind of a steep gradient since we're in kind of mountainy area. And we're gonna see how it works. But if we tried to, it was either that or we were gonna be biting a riding lawnmower. I'm just gonna let you see yourself out for that one. Hari, why are you in front of the camera again? He's sulking. Can you quit sulking in front of the camera? Thank you. That pun. Aren't you supposed to be on Stardew right now? Oh, whoa. Alright, I think we're getting close to being done. Cabinet. So in the sequel in this room, you actually got a not achievement because the Switch doesn't have achievements, but it like has a built-in achievement system for clicking on everything. Yep, that's why I did that. Yep, that's also why I did that. I'm like, I get the sneaking suspicion they did that in this game. Yeah, that's why I was doing that so meticulously, because I found that out in the sequel. They had that trophy.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little.
Oh, it's
Like a
livened.
party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday?
No.
The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer. That's impossible. Literally impossible. So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only
Kind
cloud your
of.
judgment.
Kind of similar
I
to
don't accept
Persona.
Just give it up, Date.
This one's closer to a visual novel than Persona. Like, it's fully under the visual novel. It's by the same writer-director of the Zero Escape series, and that in turn is a sister series of Danganronpa and Code Rain. Or Rain Code, I forget which one comes first. I still need to play that one. But as far as like single stories I've ever seen executed in a game, this one probably is the best told story and what it can pull off that I have seen. It's also a lot shorter than Persona.
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? Commander of Abyss, Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know.
Oh,
I've only
Tay.
been boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
Just classic amnesia.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
We're gonna
I
get in
wouldn't tell you
trouble.
even if my life depended on it. Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dompi, my lips are sealed.
But why, boss?
It's top secret, classified.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it.
It was a good way for them to mention, like, hey, he has amnesia, by the way. But also, I think it's one throwaway line in this entire game. You actually learn her name pretty late in. Like,
Give it a rest, Date. You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
I can make it sexual.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that.
thanks,
I
Iba.
can detect your thoughts, remember.
Thank you for your input, Iva.
Just promise me you'll let this go, okay?
No.
It's a delicate issue, even more delicate than my patience. So drop it. That's an order. Understood?
That's illegal. I'm definitely not going to get anything else out of her. That's illegal.
I don't know if I would call them leads.
They're a secret branch of Tokyo PD.
Only found in Mizuki's hand.
They're
We were
quasi-legal,
able
kind
to
of, as
identify
it
the
is.
manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably
Oh,
the murder
completely.
Almost definitely.
The relationship in general is.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
weapon. No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right? Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years
We should
old.
go talk to her husband.
Female, residence,
I'm
Meguro
sure
district.
Rinchu has nothing important to say.
Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking.
If that looks like a not straight guy, that would be because he is canonically
Renju
bi.
and Shoko
And boy, the
had
hair
one child
sells it.
together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case. 4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
I should also give you this. It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't
That
have a
is the
cell phone.
world's ugliest haircut on her.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a
Shoko
specialist in
is
Central Hospital right now.
objectively a horrible
Did you
person.
Take her to the
So
hospital
it's
after we found
perfectly
her?
legitimate to make fun of her at any
Were
time.
you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian then.
No, she just lives with me.
Sort of like
In
a
any
stray
case,
cat.
we're not going to get anything from her.
Alright, anything from
You picked
Renju?
up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Shoko's, or Renju's
I
a
wonder
decent
what
person,
Renju
but
was
a
doing last
terrible
night.
father.
I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions. The person who reported the screaming?
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
Payphone? That's odd.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. May have even been the killer.
Alright. Hi, Iba. Now it's dirty. Yeah, he needs to clean his eye now.
Hello!
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
It's a strange game. Let's not mince words here.
You are a handsome-looking man. Oh, no, stop it.
Are you okay, Date?
Perhaps it's time for his medication.
Hello, me. Did you know that the Zhuang people are the largest ethnic minority in China? Yeah, just a little trivia for you. I'm full of useful information. Who are you? My name is Kaname Date. I work as a special agent for the investigation squad Abyss at MPD.
Wi-Fi! It's probably Bluetooth more like.
I've been thinking a lot lately about myself. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Oh, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once wrote. I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
Thanks, boss.
Hey, so about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
Hey, boss, is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me. I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea, though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
I do every day.
Hey, what does love mean to you?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is I, right? Like a pun? I'm right, aren't I? You dork.
That hurts, you know.
Is that a serious question? We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am. Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
How frequently do you come out of his eye?
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Too frequently. This game has a lot of eye gore scream. Like,
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're joking, right?
at one point, yeah, somebody rips their eye out on screen. Like, this is a hard M. It is a very hard M.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology. Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
You are not the first person I have heard say that. Read say that. Oh, Pewter. Yeah. I thought you meant Date. Everyone usually is enjoying Date visually.
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient.
Ah,
I
okay.
concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park.
Ooh, they have the really high-pitched drill going.
I decided to check
or
the
saw
surveillance footage
something.
of any security cameras operating nearby.
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time. I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match. They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Isn't
Oh
it?
my god, who was
Yeah.
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old, male. I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Date?
it? Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Iba.
Affirmative.
Oh, it did the thingy. Where's my cursor? I can't. I'll be with my husband probably, but thank you for stopping by. Enjoy dinner. One day,
No,
we'll try.
I'm
No.
giving you an order.
does not compute.
Hi, Ba. She sees things differently than I do. Oh no, we're gonna go see Oda. I forgot. I thought we saw Mizuki first. Alright, let's go see Oda. This is why you don't give 24-year-olds credit cards.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry we aren't open yet.
Oh, I'm not a customer. I'm here for something else. I'm with the MPD.
Oh, heavens, no. Is my boy... Is Ota in trouble?
Calm down, ma'am. I'm just here to ask some questions. And you're Ota's...
His mother,
And your name, ma'am?
Mayumi Matsushita.
Miss Matsushita. Before we talk, could I make a request?
Mm?
Could you put that knife down, please?
Oh, goodness. Sorry.
Alright, this is where anyone who has played through this before starts, like, wanting to cry when they get in here.
What the hell?
Oops.
Are you unfamiliar with the superstition? Imitating a cat's meow to a lucky cat statue grants that person happiness and luck.
Is that right? She's cute.
Date.
You have zero standards, Kaname Date.
He does. 0.
You think that thing gets any channels?
Unlikely. I do not detect any tuners or antennas.
A speedrunner wants that.
A large jellyfish.
Sure. It's a large jellyfish in the middle of this restaurant here.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says Mayumi's black sauce.
Spicy. do appreciate how some of the things are like a table.
That is the autograph of
Wow.
Inuka from Dark Zone Kalimos.
Who?
Yeah, it'll be over.
Does this remind you of your delinquent youth?
Hey now, don't judge a book by its cover. Besides, I have no memory of my youth. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
A kitchen knife with a floral pattern.
And there's something written on the handle.
Mom, I love you always.
Meh.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
Why do you have
I've
such a
used it
loser of
every
a
single day
son?
since he gave it to me. Oh, it's more than just a kitchen knife. It means the world to me.
Alright.
A swimming door.
A swinging door.
Family photo, huh?
Mayumi and Ota when they were younger. The other person appears to be Ota's father.
I'm sorry you have such a loser son. You don't deserve him.
Do you want to see? It was delivered a little while ago.
Any idea what's inside it?
It's bound to be merchandise from that horrible succubus. She forces Ota to buy them. I know it.
Didn't mean to click that.
This reminds me of the funniest props compilation I saw.
You reached pretty far back for that reference.
Oh,
Kuroda Kazuaki's cheek boiled in red wine.
yum.
Let's hope that's not what it sounds like.
That's just the calendar.
Yeah.
Thank goodness we have that. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what year it is.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, of course.
It's November, but the calendar says it's January. Even the year is wrong. There should be, yeah.
Hands off those hands. Just kidding.
Is this woman okay?
No.
Uncertain, but she reminds me of you.
The gears have stopped turning. I think that's everything. So this likely isn't a no achievement or anything like bosses, I would assume.
Ring, ring, ring.
Bosses is
Oh,
just an
sorry,
accomplishment to
gotta take
click
this.
everything.
What are you doing?
Sorry, just trying to lighten the mood.
rain last night was pretty bad, wasn't it?
The rain? Oh, right, yes.
Eh.
Oh, it's just a little diner. But not to toot my own horn or anything. We do get quite a lot of customers here. I manage it with my husband, but it can get pretty hectic during lunchtime.
Peculiar.
What?
This establishment is near the Kawasaki district that's been off limits for 8 years. That could mean... Never mind.
Huh?
Oh, about 30 years now. We had to borrow a lot of money to get started, but back then, everyone was willing to lend you money. I think he went to buy some ingredients. He comes and goes all the time without telling me. This is nothing new.
Does this woman look familiar to you?
No, I don't recognize her. Who is she?
No one.
A terrible mother.
Don't worry about it.
That boy. He's been hanging out at this office building lately.
What kind of office?
Oh, what was it? It's a place where irresponsible young men hang out. Nonconformists and the like.
What, like gangsters?
Oh, heavens, no, nothing like that. Ota wouldn't go to a place like that.
Then...
Oh, I remember. It's a production
He's a weeb.
office. An
There's a
entertainment
difference.
company.
He's a weeb.
What was it? I'm sorry, my memory's been so spotty lately. Because there's a goddess there.
What?
Ota says it all the time. A goddess. More like a witch, if you ask me.
A witch, huh?
Yes! A witch put a spell on my poor Ota. Makes him spend all his money on her.
Nope, nope.
You see that box over there?
The one on the table?
Yes. Just look. You'll see what I mean. Yes, that good-for-nothing temptress works for that entertainment group. She's an idol.
Do you know her name? I'm assuming it's not witch.
Her
Be a
name?
good screen name.
I don't remember. I just call her the witch.
Alright, I'm getting nowhere. She doesn't remember the talent or the company.
Even I am at a loss.
Yeah.
Call him?
Yes. Does he have a cell phone?
A cell phone? Why would he need a cell phone if we have a phone at the house?
Doesn't have one?
Oh.
He better not. Waste of money.
You can abandon this line of questioning, Date. Ota does have a phone. I found his number.
Call it.
I have already attempted to call multiple times. There is no connection. Either the phone is off, or he has no reception.
Let's hope he's not face down in a gutter somewhere.
We wish.
That would be unsanitary, as well as a violation of waste disposal codes.
Yes. Indeed, Iba. Alright, it's not gonna let me.
Date, there's a paper slip on that cardboard box. Why not try enlarging the image?
It's a cat box.
The sender is Great Grin.
A popular online store.
The product description reads, solid model.
We should look inside. Use the X-ray mode.
I didn't say I was done. Okay, I guess I'm done. Look at that.
What is this?
A solid PVC model of a person, known as a figure.
Something's written on the base.
The letters appear to be some kind of metal. The permeability of X-ray vision should make them legible.
A set.
Allow me to investigate. A moment, please. Date, I found some information about the figure. A-Set is the name of a popular female musician.
That sounds like our witch. Is A set a group name?
No, it is a single artist.
An A set figure, huh?
Correct.
What's the name of her talent agency?
Funny story.
Lemniscate.
Sorry, what?
I repeat, Lemniscate.
Renju owns that company.
Correct.
Excuse me. Does the name Lemniscate ring a bell?
Oh, yes! That's where Ota goes.
Iba, bring the car around.
At once.
She must really like flowers. That's what we got out of that, huh? What is it still saying we could have seen? Like, because there's the package, there's the slip. Letters, no. Why are you still green, sir? There we go. Alright, I think this is gonna want to take us... Yeah, I think this is where I might stop, actually, because that's gonna take us to another long dialogue. I forgot how far in the first actual Somnium was, I will be honest. Where there's, like, actual gameplay. Those glasses are so dorky. Yeah, there's only 28 people in this game, which is actually really wild. Wait, did it say a loser? A loser geek. Wonder if that was something different in Japanese. Yep, I can have aphonia and aphasia sometimes, depending. I didn't know that was the name of them. Dom P, isn't that like... Yeah. But I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, these were original Date designs, which I'm glad they didn't go with that one. I do like the blue, but the face, I don't like as much. Whereas that's what they went with. Though we never actually see under his jacket. It's like, wow, they did all that work to make a vest and everything, and you don't see it. Rip. Iba. Alright. I've been streaming, I think, about 2 hours. Yeah, getting near 2 hours. And they're still working upstairs, but I need a break for a minute. Even though both the boys have settled down. Oh wow, that's loud. Okay. That got really loud and I was scared it would. Yep, it's back.